We're gonna go off on something else.
I mean,
Yeah, that's good.
Alright, guys. So here we are. It's the league, week 4 from
Thomas Creek Brewery.
what?
Nice different background we got here.
Yeah.
Nice open. What are you drinking? Tell them what you're drinking.
So I am drinking the Oktoberfest, but if you ever do come here, I recommend the Goober Stout. And if for some reason you come here in December, the Bull Sluice. But
Bull
they don't
Sluice.
have that yet.
In December, we are coming back here at least 3 times whenever it comes out.
Maybe 3 times
and
a day.
drinking the Bull's Loose. However, I am drinking their ever faithful Trifecta IPA.
And our
So-
girls are inside drinking the Guava Pink.
We got our
If
ladies
you,
with us.
if you like sours, they have a good sour. Alright.
So, what's our first topic?
So we're going to talk about the thing that everyone's talking about, and that's where the fuck is Le'Veon Bell going to go?
And where do we want him
Where
to
do
go?
you want him to go?
He's on my fantasy team, so obviously
Sad.
my
sad.
opinions are a little bit different than his. So I'm gonna
Yeah.
actually let you go first.
You want me to go first? Okay,
Yeah,
so
yeah.
if I had my choice, obviously, like, you want Le'Veon to stay in Pittsburgh. That's your choice. If you have
No,
a choice.
because I also have James Conner.
what I'm saying is, like, as a fantasy owner, that's your choice.
yes.
But
Got it set
I think
up there.
I think there are 3 big options, right? 3 big options where he has a big take.
Alright.
My first one, and I think it's like a clear favorite, that's the New York Jets. I feel like the New York Jets are someone that, like, all right, one, he comes in, he's obviously the starting running back. No questions asked. It's not a hard scheme. And he's got a quarterback that actually can throw him the ball. There's not a lot of more offensive weapons taken away from what they already got. And they like that kind of stuff. You've seen them with Bilal Powell and stuff do that kind of. I think that's the best option Le'Veon Bell can get. And they got lots of money to
Okay,
spend.
so you think that's best for Le'Veon Bell?
I think that's best for everybody, but yes, Le'Veon
Oh.
Bell in particular.
Interesting.
Because
Okay.
one, he's going to get paid the most there. And 2,
Yeah, which is obviously the only
the
thing
only
he's
reason
after.
he wants.
So
Yeah.
okay, so that's true, but not the best for fantasy owners though.
So, and then the second option would be the worst option, I think, for maybe fantasy owners / Le'Veon Bell, but for NFL as a whole, it'd be interesting, and that'd be Baltimore. Because they play each other twice, and that'd be like revenge games galore.
Yeah, so-
and
but
they
they're-
don't have.
but
I
it's
mean,
a
they-
trade. It's not a.
Oh,
it's not a sign.
for
It's
that.
a trade.
Yeah,
no.
no trade that.
Well, okay.
And then obviously the third, and the one that everyone thinks about.
No
everyone
Baltimore.
No,
Okay.
and the third, the one that everyone thinks about is just New England.
England?
New England. Like, why not? I mean, like, James White's there, but who gives a shit? Burkhead's hurt.
Okay.
Like, that's the one everyone's thinking about, clearly. Because
So-
you know that's what they do, is they go after players like that.
Right now, what was it? About 5 days ago, I told you about the topic of where do we want / where do we think Le'Veon Bell's going to. I'm a fantasy owner, and I know that Philadelphia has a fantastic line and a number 1 running back that sucks. So where do I want him to go? Philadelphia. Where did I read last night that Matthew Berry thinks he should go? 2 days ago, he posted Philadelphia. Maybe it wasn't Matthew Berry, but someone on ESPN posted that because I looked it up last night. Anyways, that was my favorite. I would want him to go there as a fantasy owner. However, where should he go? Where could he go? Obviously the Jets, but why not Tampa Bay?
Okay, yeah. If Tampa Bay had them, like, all right, if that was even like a Le'Veon Bell discussion. I mean, don't get me wrong.
Have they paid Jameis Winston yet?
Yes.
They did?
Yes. They paid James, and they also paid a bunch of defensive players that they finally stocked up on. I mean, I'm not saying they probably have the money. Like, NFL teams, when I say
Right.
they have the money, I mean, we know for a fact in our
And
heads
it's a trade.
from looking at stuff.
It's a trade.
the
To
Jets
win,
have the money.
they will pay tax
But-
and everything.
But, like, every NFL team will find a way. If they want Le'Veon Bell, they'll get him. Let's just be clear about that. If you want him bad enough, you'll pay whatever the price is. Like, hell, when we talk about offensive lines, like, trade Ezekiel Elliott for a better quarterback and then just buy Le'Veon Bell. Shit, who cares, Cowboys? Cheery, go for it. We don't give a fuck.
Why does that happen? Okay, because when all of us, we're all in our close to 30 now that started playing Madden. And we would do stuff like that. Trade our
Yeah,
best
exactly.
players that weren't worth anything for a better player and then just buy someone else because we could. That's how it worked.
That's how it should work in the real world. I mean, I hate it for the players because, I mean, you get moved
Now,
around.
one of my interesting thoughts, and I didn't look into it because it's probably not going to happen. Because one, I'm a nobody and no one listens to me anyways. But what if Jacksonville decided, you know what, I don't want the injury-ridden Fournette and just traded him traded him?
Who would trade for him with his injury prone?
Okay, trade Fournette
To Pittsburgh.
the Eagles. Now they have two guys. Cross your fingers. One of them plays any given week. You got Ajayi and
gross.
Fournette.
I'd have to.
But
you have to buy
they're
both
the
of them.
same player.
Yeah.
But they're both cheap right now. And you find out which one's going to be your guy,
They
and then
just
you
paid
get rid of the
Fournette
other.
a shit ton of money last year.
But what would they have to give up? A third-round pick to the
I don't
Steelers?
fucking know. But it'd be a lot. Like, they would
In
lose
my
a lot
mind,
of money.
don't-
They've already
look,
guaranteed to Leonard.
I've just seen crazy things, and in my mind, give the Jaguars Leonard Fournette or Le'Veon Bell. They get rid of Leonard Fournette to the Eagles, and the Eagles give their pick to Steelers.
So recap: anybody could buy him, and anybody
Anybody.
would be good enough, or would be better because of it. But I mean, it's all what your take is on it. And honestly, like,
The
there's
Falcons,
there's
we want him.
There's maybe Green Bay. That's another one. What if Green Bay got Le'Veon Bell? Super Bowl team.
That's someone
Done.
I wrote down. That's someone I wrote down.
Done. You know what
I'm
I'm
gonna take a
saying?
snapshot
But-
and we're gonna add it to this video somehow.
But like, I'm just telling you, like, that's crazy.
The-
to think. You never
The
know.
Eagles and Green Bay were my top two teams, fantasy-wise, that I would want him to go to.
Right, exactly. No, I mean, I'm with you. I think New England is probably, on probably the most predictable list is New England.
No,
maybe,
they're not.
Maybe
They don't spend money on shit.
And if I had to pick like one other predictable one, like if I was being smart, when I say being smart, like if I was a head GM and I was thinking like, all right, if I can give X amount of dollars to get this guy and keep him for 5 years, it's either got to be Patriots. To me, it's Houston. I think, why not? You could have 3 dynamic offensive players if you put him on that
no,
team.
you're right, but
And then Indianapolis.
that was one team that I thought about because they don't have a running back. I tried to think of a
Right.
team that didn't have a running back. I also tried to think of a team that wasn't paying their quarterback yet. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel you.
Eagles aren't.
Well, they paid Andrew Luck so long ago, it doesn't count.
All right.
right,
What's
we
our
need
next
to move
topic?
on. Yeah. All right, so this segment is called "Step the Fuck Up" or "Get Off My Damn Roster," because you're pissing me off.
All right. I've listed so many people.
There's so
I've listed
many.
so many people.
I think there's 3 really big ones
Okay.
that I think we all know. All right, so when I say
But
"get
no.
off," so name
Like
the
to
3.
drop.
Not to drop. Let's name three
you're just-
big name targets. Like got drafted in the first 3 rounds
Those are just-
that haven't done shit.
That haven't done shit. Okay.
Go ahead. If you
These
don't
people,
name the first 3.
these people, I'm not gonna drop. I'm gonna
No,
name
you're
the
not gonna
first.
drop
I'm gonna
them,
name
but then-
2. I'm gonna name 2. I don't know about 3. I'm not sure I can get it
Well,
off the top
okay,
of my
the
head.
first 2 we're definitely getting.
David Johnson.
Yep.
Larry Fitzgerald.
Oh, okay. So I know what your third one should be that you forgot, because it's my second one. That'd be Keenan Allen.
I have not paid any attention to Keenan
Hey
Allen.
man, shit.
Okay, in my opinion, I drafted him last year. Terrified. Kind of the same terrified that I drafted, not Dalvin Cook I thought would be okay, but Jarrett McKinnon. I was terrified to draft him, but I drafted him because I knew he would pay off if it mattered. Keenan Allen, I'm terrified of drafting him, so I guess I wasn't paying attention to him, but that's a good one. But yeah, mine are definitely David Johnson, but David Johnson in my mind is still kind of
He's
safe.
still, and now with Josh Rosen back, let me tell you right now, Josh Rosen makes that offense better.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what's weird?
David
is
Johnson will be okay.
We
Where
talk so
Larry
much shit
where
about
Larry
all
fits.
these new quarterbacks coming in, and honestly, I have yet to see one that just makes me disgusted. Like all of them have
All the
played
new ones?
very
Yeah.
well.
Yeah.
And it's
I'm
really exciting for fantasy
so
football.
excited for the future.
Yeah, it's really exciting for fantasy football. Like Baker Mayfield, I was like, this dude's gonna be garbage.
And he just
And he tore it up. Hey, trust me, I know I hate Baker Mayfield, so this is coming from a guy who didn't want him to play. And now as a Jarvis Landry and a Carlos Hyde owner, I'm like, Baker Mayfield
Carlos
every
Hyde.
day, all day.
Carlos Hyde. He'll come up later. You know who is probably friends with Carlos Hyde? Another person that should be on this list.
Oh,
his name is Duke Johnson.
That's who. So I was gonna bring him up. That's one of my guys who's on my lineup. The dude's all right. So
it's not his fault, but
But now, so
he
between
doesn't need to
between
be on the. He's going to be on the later list. Drop
between
his ass.
weeks 4 and 5, if him and Deion Lewis, now that they both have their quarterbacks that can throw the ball back, if they don't do shit, they're off my roster.
Yeah.
I don't care if I got to trade them, whatever I got to do to get some value out of it, but they're off my roster because they were supposed to be PPR monsters and they haven't done shit since the first week.
Okay, you want to know who else is on this list? Amari Cooper, who shouldn't be on this list because no one should have drafted him. Everyone thought for some reason that he was going to jump back up. His first year that he came into the league, I said Amari Cooper is going to suck. I was wrong. I was like, shit, how was I wrong? And then what happened year 2? He sucked, and I didn't bring it up. Year 3, he's sucking again. I'm bringing it up. If we want to go back, we don't have videos from then, but I said Amari Cooper was going to suck. And now it's true.
So, and I'm going to try to tie that into something right here, into our next segment is...
They missed Michael Crabtree? No, I'm just kidding.
That too. But, like, so if you're thinking about a player who, like, you know is good, but just, it's either the team, the coach, or the play, the game
I got 2
flow
more, by the way, but
that keeps going, mine is Alex Collins because, don't get me wrong,
I thought about that.
he is playing good. He's
Yeah.
a good player, but Jarvis Allen is just oh, God, he's just butt raping those goal line
Them
carries.
combined, it's like Bilal Powell and
Isaiah
Crowell, yeah.
Yeah.
But I think those 2 duos are going to equivalent each other any given week. But anyways, the other ones are Dak Prescott. He's not going to do anything for you. He needs to be off your team.
That's a drop.
And then, of course, Royce Freeman, who in standard leagues, people were drafting in the 3rd round.
We all thought he was going to be so good, man. I mean, not 3rd round good. We drafted, I think, 5th.
I
designated.
took him, and he's already off my team. Because Philip Lindsay in the first game.
Because Philip
made
Lindsay
me
is
think,
better than
okay,
him, even in the jail where he's going to go after throwing all those punches.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
He doesn't catch the ball. Some people are get off my team. What's our next one? DFS?
Yeah, we can do DFS.
Okay. We
No,
off
trade bait.
location.
Let's do trade bait. That would be easier to tie into this segment. Okay.
Trade
So
bait.
back on that. So trade bait. Trade bait is someone.
Let's split it into 2 segments. One, who we would trade right now if they were on our team, and then the second one, who we're trying to get.
Right. So trade bait is someone who you think has a lot of value right now that you could get more for through the season. Like, hey, he's done really good, but I don't think this shit's going to work out. And you can get him over in points. And mine was, I just talked about him, was Jarvis Allen. I actually just traded him in one of my leagues.
Okay.
And I think, like, he's clearly getting the goal line carries, but the man's getting 4 rushes and 4 targets. Like, it's not like he's out blowing Alex Collins. It just happens to be at the goal line. Yes, he's getting the carries and stuff. He's the bigger back. I don't see the success continuing.
No,
You know what I
no, I agree. But if someone would buy into that.
Maybe.
If someone
They
would buy
did.
into that.
They did. I actually, and then that kind of flows into my. I'll just skip ahead a little bit. I traded him for Matt Breida, who I think is a trade target for everyone. So there you go. But
Okay.
one of my other trade baits would be, I think a good trade bait right now would be anybody wide receiver wise for Tampa Bay.
Ooh.
I
Close
think
to what I said.
I think Deshaun Jackson. I don't think anybody's really
I think
got.
you
Chris-
lost it last week. I think you
I
had
think-
your opportunity
yeah, you had your
last
opportunity.
week.
You might have.
Chris
I-
Godwin is someone I'd actually might go for.
I can see that. I mean, like
Because
it's,
people aren't
The-
big on it. Actually, that's a waiver pickup for me.
yeah,
He's on waivers.
in most leagues,
it's
a,
not even
it's
you
a
out
waiver.
trade for.
Right. And then on that note, I think there's a lot of players on here that's going to be kind of a personal level more than a statistical level.
Yeah.
So I think like people that you need to really target on a wide receiver level is I would target like players that people don't really enjoy. Sterling Shepard. I mean, I picked him up, but like if he's in somebody else's league, go get him. Because you could probably pay very little for him before this week. After this week, I don't know.
Right.
But before this
Depends on how
week-
long Evan Ingram's out.
Golden Tate, I think, would be another one. I think all 3 of those Detroit Lions are ending up going to be in good wide receivers all week. I think right now a lot of them are. Kenny Galladay is kind of
loving
killing.
Kenny on my team right
Yeah, Kenny's kind of killing all the love for everybody else. So if you can go get Marvin Jones or Golden Tate,
now. I would get rid of Marvin Jones. I think Marvin Jones is the odd man out. I
think he's the odd man out?
Yeah, he's the oldest. Think
I mean,
about
fair
it.
enough.
Think about it. They don't want to pay receivers, so if the young guy that's not making much is the doer, they're going to say target this guy because this is who we're going to keep. Marvin Jones is not. I
And
think
then-
Kenny Galladay is the number one receiver on their team for that reason alone.
And on that note, about people that are maybe overextending, this is kind of a personal opinion. I'm sure he's going to disagree a little bit. I think Calvin Ridley. I think you could probably get a lot for him right now.
No, he's my guy. Trade him.
Trade the fuck out of that guy.
It'll last. It'll last a week or two. If you want to push yourself, go another week. Go another 2 weeks. But beyond that,
I don't know if that continues.
Calvin Ridley's good.
I mean, he's great. I'm not saying he's not.
But he's a
good.
rookie. He's going to have downtime.
Julio's going to take it back
And
over.
depending on if you can get a solid player for Calvin Ridley, okay, I guess we need to be fair. If Calvin Ridley was on your team, what would you accept for him? If you needed let's say running back. If you need receiver, don't trade him. I mean, that's just getting iffy.
What I personally would do is if I was in let's say a PPR format, okay? PPR format, the lowest I would take for Calvin Ridley is probably a Carlos Hyde. I would trade Calvin Ridley for a Carlos Hyde.
I would much rather have Carlos Hyde. But,
Right.
okay.
But anything lower
But
than that,
on this topic,
name someone lower than Carlos Hyde you'd trade Calvin Ridley for.
would you trade Calvin Ridley for Larry Fitzgerald right now?
No.
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 You would keep Calvin Ridley.
Because, I mean, you're not gaining anything for sure yet.
I know, but I mean that's the thing. You're not gaining anything
I mean,
for sure with Calvin Ridley,
this-
although he went
this-
from 0 to 16
This
to
is
40.
all roster based because I'm assuming that Calvin Ridley is not your 1-2 that you drafted. Calvin Ridley's the guy you pick up at the end. So
Right.
you already have a 1-2. So getting Larry Fitz isn't doing you shit.
Unless
getting Carlos Hyde is doing
unless Rosen picks it up. Okay. So Carlos Hyde, I'm not trading Carlos Hyde for Calvin Ridley.
No, you're not. But I'm saying I feel like there's people out there now who have Carlos Hyde as a third running back who don't have a good wide receiver, and they're like, Calvin Ridley, oh my god.
Deion Lewis.
Will Fuller. Will Fuller's another one. Trade bait. Trade the shit out of him because right now
I'm not sure about that.
everyone wants him.
I'm not sure about that.
He has touchdown in the 2 games he's played. No offense, that's
Okay.
just not going to keep up.
Okay, let's do it right here. Calvin Ridley or Will Fuller?
I mean, I'd rather have Will Fuller
You'd rather have
in a
Will Fuller
PPR
right now?
league, yes.
Okay, good. Okay.
But what I'm saying is, I think both of them are people that are selling high right now.
He's had so many targets. Okay, last year
I
he probably didn't have
traded
targets,
Will Fuller for Zach Ertz. Okay?
which I think is a mistake.
What?
I think it's a mistake, man.
Smoking crack.
Alshon Jeffrey is not coming back, who's on my team, which I picked up from waivers. Are you kidding me? Someone dropped Alshon Jeffrey. He's on my team right
That
now.
wasn't me.
Did you know that, though?
No, I seen it, but you got him before I could.
Thank God for 2 losses on the season after week 3.
I had Chris Jones and Chris Ivory, so I mean,
Someone dropped Alshon Jeffrey. I picked him up. Also,
Pretty sure that
I
was-
think Dallas Goedert is good. He might. I'm not saying he's gonna be fantasy good, but the dude is
I think
good.
it was-
he's
it
gonna
was-
steal from.
it was
Zach
a
Ertz.
game flow aspect where they covered Zach Ertz very well, didn't cover him else because Alshon Jeffries wasn't there, so they could spend more time on just Zach Ertz. I think when Zach Ertz gets back, Carson Wentz is
We'll
throwing
see.
so much targets.
We'll
They
see.
have a connection.
We'll see, man.
I think that's my one go-to because I feel like a lot of people are down on him right now. That's my trade target.
I'm a little down. Trade target. Okay.
That's my Zach Ertz is one of my trade
My trade
targets.
target is maybe Antonio Brown.
Yeah, that's a great one. I don't think anybody's gonna trade for him.
I'm down on it. I personally am down on Antonio Brown, and I know I shouldn't be. But I'm also, why not Le'Veon Bell? We just talked about him.
Oh,
Why
you
not-
get Le'Veon
why
Bell
not
cheap.
Why not try to get him?
But all right, so let me tell all right, so, hey, you are the guy who picked up James Conner before the Le'Veon Bell got good, right?
Okay, answer this.
Do you trade?
James Conner for Le'Veon Bell right now. Do you do it right now?
Yes,
You trade Le'Veon Bell.
I do, because
You-
it's so
you-
unexpected.
You get
You
rid-
don't
Wait,
don't know.
Okay, who do you want? Do you want James Conner or Le'Veon Bell right now?
No, I want James Conner.
You want James Conner.
That's what I'm saying. Do you trade? You're asking me, do I trade Le'Veon Bell for James Conner? Yes. But
I think that
but
is the hardest question right now.
If I'm projecting the trade, I'm going Le'Veon Bell for James Conner and something else. And then if he
Right,
counter
yeah, I'm
offers
trying to
with
get more.
just James, then that's fine. But you don't immediate with what the least amount you're going to take is. Okay.
That
All right.
sucks.
So now we're just going to go to trade targets because we've talked about trade bait for way too long. All right. So I have 2 major ones that I think are key that I don't think a lot of people are talking about. You ready? This one you're not going to like. I know you're not going to like. Corey Davis.
Who to target? Corey Davis?
Corey Davis.
I
He's
don't
all right. Rashard Matthews is gone. Marcus Mariota is back. You have a number one wide receiver who hasn't done but one good game, and I feel like you could buy him for absolutely nothing almost. Trade him whatever you want.
Give me Deion Lewis.
Whatever you want.
The only person I want on that offense is Deion Lewis. The end.
If he does good this week. I agree.
The end. No, what we're talking about right now.
So-
I'm not talking about ifs, ands, or buts. I'm talking about what we've seen. The only person I want on the Titans is Deion Lewis.
And then my second one is, I already talked about how I traded for him, is Matt Breida. Because I get he extended his knee, whatever. CJ Garoppolo's gone. CJ Beathard's back. Do you know what the average running back target was when CJ Beathard was in the games last year? Take a guess.
But do you also know who his college buddy is?
The tight end.
George Kittle.
Yeah, I get it. George Kittle's a great target too. But I'm saying, do you know what the target?
No, Breida.
When
you're
Breida
right.
was in, do you know what the target
Well, I think
count was
we're agreeing. What, per game?
per game for the
Per
running
back.
backs?
7.
8. Carlos Hyde had 8 average targets a game when Breida was
Carlos Hyde didn't.
Yeah, he did. When Breathitt
Sanford,
played, when Breathitt played, yes, he did. That's a lot. And you're talking about now with Breida, who's a better pass catching back, dude.
Yeah, but he's
I'm
not
loving
going
every
to be
minute
the
of
only
that.
guy in. Alvin Morris will be the
Yeah,
guy
he
in.
will be in, but I'm saying like that's in PPR leagues.
I'm dropping San Fran, everyone but Breida and George Kittle. That's who I'm dropping.
You're
Everyone
really gonna
but
hate
them.
this next one. You're gonna hate this next one a lot.
Go for it.
Because I don't think it really counts.
There's a dumpster.
And it's someone that is probably not like you're gonna have to pay up. You're gonna have to pay a lot, probably.
Oh, yeah.
And that's because I think it's official now. Like because no one's separated themselves enough. I think Gronkowski. I think you have to, if you need him,
I like that.
you have to go for him now. This is the time to go.
But he might get hurt. I mean, it's a
He might get hurt,
gamble.
but what I'm telling you is now, I don't think Ertz and Kelsey this year now. I mean, I love Ertz. Don't get me wrong. I don't think they're gonna make as big as a difference as they did last year. And Gronk's the only tight end that's like, hey, I'm gonna score 30 points every other game.
Yeah.
I think he's the only one of that. Everybody else is fucking toss up. Vance McDonald last week stiff armed somebody and got fucking 25 points.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, you're going to get lucky sometimes, but if you want like a steady, hey, my tight end's going to whoop your tight end's ass, Rob Gronkowski.
Yeah. Rob Gronkowski should, but
All right, your trades. Trade targets.
I'm still a Kelsey fan. I
fine.
wasn't going into the year, but I'm still a Kelsey fan. Just because that offense is ridiculous. What do you want me to talk about?
You're like the people you're targeting to trade for, like you need them on your team.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown.
Antonio Brown is definitely one. Should be on my team. I know I had a few. I don't
There's
have my
someone like
notes.
you're like, hey, I can get him for a decent price right now, and I want him. I'm surprised you're not saying one.
What are you thinking about? A Falcon?
No?
I'm not.
I'll
don't
give you
want,
a hint. I'm
I
thinking
don't
about
want,
a Green Bay player.
Dude, the run back, Aaron Jones,
Well, no, I mean, that's a drop ad way. but-
Jimmy Graham.
Yeah.
No, honestly, shame on me.
Because I figured you
Because
were high on him
I
still.
told myself at the end of the year I was going to draft Robert Woods in like the 4th or 5th round, and I didn't. And I should have. If you can,
If you can trade for any of those,
I think the hardest thing about this is my draft away and my draft 4 are a bunch of them all on 2 teams, and that's the Kansas City Chiefs and the Rams.
that was one other one I was saying. Now this is
I want every single one of them, but I don't want any of them because they could do nothing because their team is so high potent, but they could do everything because their team is so high potent. So this point in the year, since it's not playoffs, I want anyone on them because they can win you the league. Because Chris has 100 points on his bench from 3 players. Let's put it that way.
Now, I've already told Cody about one trade I made this week, and so he knows about this one. But if I had one other trade target outside of the obvious, okay, so let me tell you what happened. I had Garoppolo and Matthew Stafford as my
I love the
quarterbacks,
trade.
in Standard League, okay? And in Standard League, quarterbacks are worth way more than they are in any other league because those guys are the only people that really score over 30 points anytime. So I wanted Patrick Mahomes. I decided, I think this is real. I'm ready for it. Let's go.
I agree because that offense is ridiculous.
So I traded Matthew Stafford and Julio Jones, who, don't get me wrong, I think is a great player, but in
But there is
standard
a
league.
Calvin Ridley and there is a Sanu, and there are 2 decent running backs.
So I traded both of them for Mahomes and Baldwin, who Baldwin
love
might
it.
be my favorite trade target.
Because he's
Like when I say trade target, my trade target risk. Like you're going to trade for him, and then it's a risk because you don't know what it's going to be because we don't know yet.
But
He hasn't played.
he could finish as a top 10
He could easily finish
for the rest
top
of the year. Once he comes
10,
back,
'cause there's
whenever he
no
comes
one
back.
else. They've been throwing it to a white guy who runs a 5'7".
Yeah.
That's literally who they've been throwing it to.
Who jogs when he
Yeah, he
sprints?
does. I outrun this guy while I'm drinking this beer.
Yeah. Now, Cole Beasley's quick. Slow, but quick.
All right. So now DFS lineups.
Which is
You guys-
why on my drop list is Dak Prescott, because that's who he's
we already
throwing
dropped
to.
him?
Anyway,
We
no,
didn't
no,
drop
I was just reiterating why.
Alright.
Anyway.
So best DFS lineups. So we only play DraftKings really because fuck FanDuel where you put a kicker in. You know, Dan
Yeah,
Bailey.
no,
Fuck you,
screw-
Dan Bailey.
Yeah. He got 12 points this week.
This week, but last week he lost me on ESPN.
I stuck with him.
I was 6
I
and
believe.
0. I have 3 leagues I play religiously in, and I was 6 and 0 until last week, and I would have been 9 and 0 had it not
So
been
what
for
are you,
Dan
8-1?
Bailey.
You 8-1?
Yes,
How many points you lose by?
0.4.
Oh, he put up 0.
He got 0. He had to attempt a field goal when they went for 2 in the fourth quarter. It's gross. And had I played Alfred Morris over Corey Clement, I would have won. But who knew Matt Brady was going to go out and
I'd play Clement.
yeah, exactly. But that's a different story.
Alright,
Yeah,
so
it's
DFS.
fuck you, Jim.
Who's your quarterback?
So my quarterback, you're gonna hate this one because he's got the jersey on. They're playing this week. It's Andy Dalton. My quarterback is Andy Dalton.
That's my
Because I'm put it this way.
that's my quarterback.
I'm gonna put it this way. Look, I love
So we
Atlanta.
share a couple.
Atlanta has to score. Cincinnati has to score. Their defense sucks. Cincinnati
Our
defense
defense sucks right now.
This is
We're-
going to be
we're
the
all-
highest scoring fantasy game of the week, hands down.
Yeah,
Hands down.
Okay, let's continue. I also picked Andy Dalton.
Fuck me. Okay, continue.
So, do you have Giovanni Bernard?
Yeah, of course I have Gio.
I have Giovanni Bernard.
Do you have Tyler Eifert?
I do not have Tyler
You have
Eifert.
AJ.
I have Tyler Boyd.
I have Tyler Boyd.
Do you have AJ?
No.
Do you have Eifert?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think I have Eifert. I don't. I went with the trio. I have Dalton, I have Giovanni, and I have Boyd. Because Desmond Trufant is going to be on AJ. Tyler Boyd, you do
I don't
this
think
week.
people realize that. And like AJ's not full health.
AJ's not been doing crap.
He's not full health. I mean, he's
I
been
want-
doing crap, but he's not
So
full health.
I like the Eifert play. I can't
here's the-
swear I didn't play him though. I think I have Hooper somehow.
Here's my thing: is like when you play both of them. All right, so AJ's not going to catch a touchdown, so one of those two is catching the touchdown.
Right.
So I
agreed.
feel like I'm winning on that battle. That's why I did that.
Even
Because I went Cincinnati
it's
hard,
at Atlanta,
but
and I honestly don't. I
I think
honestly
Atlanta
don't,
wins in a weird way. But
I don't know.
I think it's just. I think
I think it helps because I think we don't score well away, but we score well home. But that means we allow other people to score well.
I'm gonna
like-
hate this score that I'm about to put out here because it's gonna be on
For what? That game?
37-34.
You think so?
Cincinnati.
Okay, so
I
essentially,
think
you think
it's
it's going to
Atlanta
match
36.
the Saints?
Yeah,
I don't.
I think it's close.
I think they score.
Because of how
I think
bad-
they definitely score 3 touchdowns, and I believe they're all passing. And I'm hoping there's at least 1 to Giovanni, 1 to Tyler Boyd.
Fair enough. But, you know, what's weird is I went kind of short on all my stuff. So, obviously, I've already told y'all about who I think my favorite. If he plays, obviously, I'm going to change this up. Because I got a few that are questionable. And that's Matt Breida and Chris Carson's. Either one. I don't care which one you
Yeah.
For the amount of money you have to pay for those two guys,
Yeah.
first string, playing all day, done.
One that I know, I had 2 defenses that I was going to go with. I went with Jaguars up against a rookie quarterback. Who was the other one that I was thinking of? Do you know?
You're going to be upset when I say mine. Because I picked the other team to win.
Me too. But,
Chicago.
nope, Miami.
Oh, I wanted to.
Against
Dude,
Patriots,
I
man.
played Detroit
They're
over.
2,000.
I know.
They're
I
half the amount of the They're 2,100 under the Jaguars.
I played Detroit over them because I really like Detroit's defense right now.
All right.
So I'm a fan of Detroit. That's my other defense. But I played Chicago in all mine.
Okay.
I played Chicago. Mine.
Okay, I'm trying to think of what receivers I played. Tyler Boyd.
Oh, I got mine.
I honestly played the Callahan guy off of Cleveland.
It's Tyler Boyd, Sterling Shepard, because everyone's going to play OBJ.
Yes.
And then I either played in two different lineups. I either played DeAndre Hopkins, because no one's playing him. Because everyone's like, oh, Will Fuller's scoring all these touchdowns. It's Indianapolis, and they're not that good like everyone thinks they are.
Right.
And then, or Jarvis Landry.
My tight
Jarvis
end.
Landry. Because Jarvis Landry's catching balls 20
yeah.
He had 13 targets after halftime.
After halftime. He scored 20 points after halftime.
That's crazy.
Which is why I'm playing Callahan, who is the other receiver. He's the deep threat. He's 4,100.
But because I played Sterling
he's
Shepard
my-
and Tyler Boyd and Tyler Eifert, you know I get to put in my flex?
Too.
Saquon Barkley.
I also made, so I made a second lineup, and I tried to do it of only New Orleans and
Giants players?
Giants players.
That's a good one.
I
that's going to
have
be a great one.
Breeze, I have Kamara, I have Saquon,
Can't.
I have
You play Saquon and Kamara?
Yeah.
Holy, that's expensive as shit.
Saquon, Kamara, Drew Brees. I think I have Michael Thomas. Then I went.
No way, you're out of money right there. That's
I
like
am. I played Miami's defense. I played.
You had to play like backups.
I played.
you had to play, like,
I played
Ted Ginn?
the third string receiver for the Giants.
Oh, yeah.
He played last year. I can't remember.
I
his
know
name.
you're talking about-
I played Brett Ellison,
Jesus. I played Benjamin Watson in one.
and I played Aaron Jones. I was able to play Aaron Jones.
I played Benjamin Johnson.
I like Aaron Jones
I played
this week.
Benjamin Watson in one just as like a sneaky tight end player.
Yeah. All right, let's jump to the end. What was that end thing?
Our ending is waiver wire and drops. So I think we kind of actually talked about it in trade bait,
That's what I was thinking too.
but there are some waiver wires that maybe are a little. So Aaron Jones, I think we
Okay.
just talked about.
Who's being dropped that you hate? Who's being picked up that you hate?
Well, draw the Alshon Jeffries, like you just said. That was one I was
People are
like,
dropping Alshon Jeffrey. He's
the-
about to come out.
Sterling Shepard, who I ain't gonna lie, I dropped to pick up someone else because I needed him, but then I picked him right back
You know who
up.
I hate? That people are dropping is Latavius Murray.
Oh, I was gonna say that too.
He's not dropping off my team.
Did you see Dalvin Cook? He scored more points than Dalvin Cook did.
Yeah, he did. And if Dalvin Cook gets hurt, you have a starting Minnesota Vikings running back.
All right, and then the other running back who I don't want to add, but I've added him, is Chris Ivory for the Buffalo. I mean, he caught more targets than Murphy. He's playing like they have to do something.
Yeah.
Josh Allen's in there. The offense is working. Like he might turn out to be decent.
That's interesting. Oh, I want to end on this.
And
Not end, but I really need to fit this in towards the end. Sammy Watkins is doing decent, right? And you know who isn't? Kelvin Benjamin.
he's not doing
He
shit.
is horseshit.
Well, it has a lot to do with Buffalo. But yeah, he's horseshit.
He hasn't eclipsed 10 points.
No, he has not.
I saw where he was at.
Hey,
And
you know who else hasn't done that either?
me and Swindle had an argument who was better between Watkins and Benjamin. And obviously I picked Watkins, he picked Benjamin, and Benjamin is trash.
Yeah. And for 2 years,
Trash.
right? Just to be clear, on players that we hate, on 2 years straight, I've been right about Derrick Henry, so suck it.
Yeah, Derrick Henry was one of those guys that you should not target. You should get rid of. He's owned in 82% of leagues still.
Ridiculous. Ridiculous. I don't understand. Oh,
I have him, Amari
and
Cooper,
Rob.
Calvin Benjamin.
Wait, no. I got the best drop you should have. Rob, I swear to God, if I look on your league tomorrow and Dez Bryant is still on your fucking team, dude, I don't care if he says he's gonna sign with someone. He's not gonna play.
Yeah,
He's the Brandon Marshall of whatever team he shows up at.
yeah.
Let it go.
Let him go.
Let it go.
Like Elsa said, let
But
it go.
how do you feel about this ad? Because we're talking about people that have kind of gone. Now in some leagues he might be added because he got dropped. Josh Gordon.
No, he would definitely be on my team if he got dropped. I mean, my worst player versus the reward. I mean, people took him in the 5th, 6th, 7th round.
Oh yeah.
I would definitely take him now.
I think Ryan Grant's still someone out there you can get. Geronimo Allison. I like those two.
You know who I like in deep leagues? Not our league, but deep leagues?
And John Brown. I think a lot of people.
Tavon Austin. Tavon Austin, look at how many points he's had. Look how many touches he's had. He's had like 7 total touches. and he has over 30 fantasy points, or close to. And they want to get him the ball more. That's someone that I would go after if I was in a deep league, like 14,
Hey, and before we go, because I think
potentially 12.
I feel like we've accomplished a lot today.
Yeah, we've done our due diligence.
I'm just gonna say this for people that may be watching who might know Brandon Swindle. He left so many points on his bench. What a moron! How do you not play the Rams, dude?
It was my brother Chris that did that.
Oh shit, my bad. I've been drinking. But look, sorry, Chris.
Yeah, it's okay. Sorry, Brandon.
Sorry, Brandon.
And
You still
sorry,
suck.
Chris. You left 100 points on your bench. Over 100 points.
Over 100
over
points.
3 players.
How do you sit like? I mean, I get Jared Goff over someone. I can
Right,
get
yeah.
that.
But
Brandon
you also,
Cooks.
You're starting Marshawn Lynch.
You're
That's
starting
the problem.
Brandon Cooks.
Yeah, and he has Marshawn Lynch in. That's the problem. Marshawn Lynch doesn't start over those two receivers.
You're gonna lose literally just because of that. And you're playing against someone whose defense just scored negative 3 points. And you're gonna lose.
We'll see. We'll see how it plays out. This should be good.
Okay. Hey, enjoy your weekend. Watch football tomorrow. We'll be here.
We'll have something fun next week.